take a time travel machine back to August 18th, 1920. This is the day that everyone finds out women now have the right to vote. As a female, you are appalled and realize that it may be a turning point for gender equality. Fast forward now to today. This issue still arises. On September 20th, 2014, Emma Watson gave her He for She campaign speech in New York. Little events in history like women getting their right to vote and even women getting their right to own their property were and still are big accomplishments for women. Yet, 100 years later, we still fight as individuals and groups to spread awareness on the ongoing problems that genders face. Emma's speech showed a push for the rights of not only women, but she invited men to this problem too. Her passion towards gender inequality showed the reality of obstacles still arising today. Where and when? The He for She campaign speech was actually given 6 months after Emma was appointed ambassador of the campaign. And because of being an ambassador, she showed more awareness, and this was all filled with many people. And the September 20th fell on a Saturday, and it was given in 2014 at the United Nations headquarters in New York. And this is actually a very popular place for hosting like big speeches and meetings. Emma's film accomplishments. Much of her credibility comes from the fact that she is a very famous actor. As you know, she starred as Hermione Granger in the Harry Potter series at the age of 11, and she went on to win a Best Young Actor award. Emma acted in many movies and shows, and another big movie that she was in, she starred as Belle in Beauty and the Beast movie. Significance of the speech. A big part of significance is the fact that it was a big campaign for gender equality. She really helped to call out the problem even more, and her campaign that she's doing is very valuable. People are going to keep joining Emma in the fight for gender equality. Another piece of significance is the amount of men that she got to. So over the speech, she talks about how she really wants to invite men to this problem too, and over 100,000 men joined her campaign in just 3 days, and now her campaign has over 1.3 billion members.
I think it is right that women be involved on my behalf in the policies and the decisions that will affect my life. I think it is right that socially I am afforded the same respect as men.
Rhetorical devices that she used. Epistrophe. In my nervousness for this speech and in my moments of doubt, I told myself firmly, if not me, who? If not now, when? And to ask yourself, if not me, who? If not now, when? Emma helped to show her passion towards this issue. She wants to make sure that as audience, we know that she wants her love and success for the campaign, which she's ambassador of. Anaphora. I think it is right that I should be able to make decisions about my own body. I think it is right that women be involved on my behalf in the policies and decision making of my country. I think it is right that socially I'm afforded the same respect as men. So she just pushes her opinions on what she knows that women need to obtain their rights on. And by using I think, she just really expresses the anaphora in it. And it also shows how that our country is still unfair to women today, and that we need to be bringing up these topics more so that women obtain these rights. Illusion. So in Alyssa's speech, she talked about Hillary Clinton in Beijing, and Emma brings up this topic. In 1995, Hillary Clinton made a famous speech in Beijing about women's rights. So she brings up this and other important people who talked about gender equality. And after this quote, she actually goes on to talk about how many of the things that Hillary talked about in her speech are still not yet solved today, which that happened over 20 years ago. So it's just something that we need to keep pushing for. Ethos, pathos, logos. So many obvious things, like Emma being a female, just she knows how women face these problems still. And she also is a ambassador of the campaign, so just being credible for this stuff and also being a celebrity just really brings her a lot of credibility to this. And another thing I picked out, not just like those things like that, but her vocabulary is outstanding. She has a really good vocabulary. We want to try to galvanize as many men and boys as possible to become advocates for gender equality. Just vocabulary has a professional way and manner when you speak, and it just gives the audience a sense of that they care. Logos, because the reality is that if we do nothing, it will take 75 years or for me to become 100 before women can expect to be paid the same as men for the same work. Just using her logic and opinion towards this stuff just shows how she has an opinion and that she's a person too, and that she really has logic towards this. Pathos. I've seen young men suffering from mental illnesses, unable to ask for help for fear it will make them look less macho. In fact, in the UK, suicide is the biggest killer of men between 20 and 49 years of age. Just bringing this negative aspect to the speech, she shows emotion and that not only females are called to this problem, males also have a bad rep sometimes with their emotions and stuff, so that's also a problem too. Why will it endure? The campaign really will help with the endurance of this speech just because it's still an ongoing campaign today. As you can see, it's all over the world now and she has many members joining. And it will endure until the issue is solved. So the possibilities of this to happen are very unlikely, sadly, but hopefully one day we can say that both genders are equal. This speech will have an impact for a long time, and it will endure for just as long. Thank you.